Hello and welcome to Benue Television News at 7. I am Jude Alaki. The headlines: Benue State Government to revive Center for Training Farmers in the state. Governor Alex Oti pledges to support proposed establishment of oil refinery in Abia State. And on the international scene, United States nuclear-powered aircraft carrier arrives South Korea for three-nation exercises. The Benue State government has announced extension of roads construction to the rural areas of the state. Governor Hyacinth earlier made the announcement at the Akume Atongo Stadium, Katsanala, during a thank you visit to the people of Sankara. Correspondent Emmanuel Akula reports that the governor announced award of free roads to be constructed in Sankara axis of the state. The report.
After a successful election and assumption of office as the 6th democratically elected governor of Benue State, Reverend Father Hyacinth earlier has seen the need to say thank you to the people of Benue State. For this, he arrives at Akume Atongo Stadium, Katsanala, to interface with the people of Katsanala, Hukum, and Logo local government areas. Governor earlier says he requested the votes of these people to enable him become governor, and his coming this time is simply to say thank you for the mandate to govern them. He is equally using this opportunity to give an account of his stewardship in the last 1 year. The governor announces award for the construction of Katsanala Head Bridge, Hausa Quarters to Victory Church Road, Ukari Junction in Zakibiam, Yam Market, Iwayo to White Junction, and Sankara Chito to Vasi Roads. He re-echoes his administration's efforts to return peace to the area and the state in January, while ensuring food security and empowerment of the people. The governor informs people of the area that the process of installing the first and second class chiefs in the area, known as the Katsanala, into Sankara is on, expressing hope that when installed, the traditional rulers will assist him in bringing back peace to the areas. Party stakeholders in Sankara, including member representing the area at the House of Representatives, Solomon Wombo, Chief of Staff to the Governor, Paul Biam, Caretaker Chairman of Katsanala, Hukum, and Logo local governments, and Chief Barnabas Gema, they all declare support of the people to the earlier administration, endorsing him for a second term as Governor of Benue State.
We went 98% towards him, so he decided to come. So we appreciated him. And now we told him that as a result of this, we have decided to support him for his second term, even before his declaration.
And we have won. Those people who feel that can cause distraction are won. It is from that attitude.
We are also complimenting his effort at our various local governments by building, constructing, renovating so many dead government properties in Katsanala, including the chairman's residence, the secretariat is ongoing, the water in Todonga, and several other things.
The priest is a representative of God on this earth. For that reason, if a priest has been assigned a responsibility, he does not need a godfather.
Acting chairman of the All Progressives Congress, APC in Benue State, Benjamin Omakolo, receives members of other political parties led by Owes Ligom for defecting to the APC.
His administration prioritizes improving the lot of the ordinary people, as the state's elites have had their fair share of government patronage in the preceding administrations. Now it is the turn of the common man on the street to feel the impact of governance in Benue State.
Governor earlier during the visit pays homage to the Sankara Area Traditional Council led by the acting to Sankara, His Royal Highness Chief Jimmy Memme, for consultations, where he receives royal blessings from the fathers as a sign of their support to his administration. Emmanuel Akula, Benue Television News, Makudi.
The Benue State government has announced award of contract for the construction of Adipo Mbappe Road linking Cross River State with Benue. Governor Hyacinth earlier made this known while addressing the people of Kwande and Oshongu local governments at Adipo Township Playground. According to the governor, The state government is going to construct major streets in Adigbo and other parts of the local government besides the already existing projects by his administration in Oshongo local government area. Correspondent Emmanuel Akula again reports.
It is day one of Governor Hyacinth Alia's thank you visit to the people of Benue State. The governor's train arrives at Dikbo Township Playground venue for the meeting with people from Kwande and Oshongo local government areas. He informs the people of his administration's plans to establish a tertiary institution in Kwande local government to enhance the education of the people and also create job opportunities for the youth. Governor Alia solicits support of the people for his administration to enable it to fulfill campaign promises, urging them not to allow themselves to be used to cause crisis within their communities. Secretary to the state government, Professor Joseph Alakali, other APC chieftains in Kwande and Oshongo, Mr. Tengu Shawon, Chief Moses Tenenge, Moses Mkanim, Hembadon Aswa, and the caretaker chairman for Kwande and Oshongo, Vitalis Neji and Mvindaga Titan, assure the governor that the people are in support of his administration, which has provided selfless service to the areas.
Coming in as a caretaker chairman of this local government, which I'm going to consume only 6 months. Those 6 months, they are going to be like 6 years to me. I will work effectively. I will make sure that I portray a true picture of this administration to ensure that I follow the footsteps of His Excellency, Reverend Father Dr. Hyacinth Alia, as his follower.
The speakers call on the governor to fulfill his campaign promise to establish a university in Adigbo and other projects. Acting State Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Mr. Benjamin Omakono, received leaders of the over 4,000 supporters from other political parties into the APC.
We cannot, as a party and as a people, do less than to support His Excellency Fadalia, because he has proven to every Benue son and daughter that he's out to change the narratives of governance and make us have a purposeful life.
Emmanuel Akula, Benue Television News, Makudi.
The Benue State government is to revive the Mbati Farm Center for the training of farmers in the state. Governor Hyacinth Alia announced this in Buruku while addressing traditional leaders and people of the area. The center, according to the governor, is for the training of farmers in modern farming to boost food production. Emmanuel Akula again reports.
It is the continuation of Governor Hyacinth Alia's thank you visit to the people of Benue State. The governor's train arrives Buruku local government to a jubilant crowd. Governor Alia's message to these people is his resolve to prioritize people's welfare, where he announces reviving of Mighty Agricultural Training Center, construction of the Buruku Bridge by the federal government, revival of general hospitals in all the local governments, and construction of befitting palaces and offices alongside improved welfare of traditional rulers. He reveals that his administration has equally received support from the federal government to construct roads from Tiogbunda linking Jingi to Uga and that of Tiawanye, Uga through Tsadingi and Mkovu to connect communities within those regions. The governor expresses hope that when completed, the projects would enhance food production, boost economic activities, provide quality health care and jobs, and strengthen relationships within the traditional institution and the people. The Buruku Traditional Council, led by the Te Buruku, His Royal Highness Moses Hayo, acknowledges the governor's work in the last 1 year, saying, Reverend Father Alia has given hope to the people. The Royal Fathers assured the government of their blessings and support to carry out more of such development projects. Caretaker Chairman of Buruku Local Government, Yokia Nagbe, Commissioner for Works, Housing and Urban Development, Tizai Mojimen, in a team with the Director General of Benue Television, Dr. Patience Achapakyo, affirmed the support of Buruku people for the governor's policies and programs. Other stakeholders attribute the massive turnout of Buruku people to welcome the governor to an undivided support for his administration to succeed.
We have starved for development for quite a long period of time. Now that we have gotten a governor that is here for us, that has brought development to our doorstep, we are here for him. We will not allow anybody that will come against us.
The whole of Buruku women are in support of the governor because of what he's doing for women, and they are hoping that he does more, especially for Buruku, that more women are also included in the administration from Buruku local government in particular.
Over 2,000 decampees from other political parties to the All Progressives Congress APC are received by the state acting chairman of the party, Benjamin Omakulu, during the event. Emmanuel Akula, Benotel Vision News, Makudi.
The Benue State government is to renovate Joseph Sawantaka Stadium in Boko to international standard. The project is said to be a federal government-supported initiative. This is in addition to execution of major projects in Boko and Taka local government areas of the state. Governor Hyacinth earlier announced the JS Taka Stadium Boko while addressing the people of Boko Taka Federal Constituency during a thank you tour to the area. Emmanuel Akula brings us details.
This is the famous Joseph Sawantaka Stadium located in Boko, the headquarters of Tivland. Aside being the home of many sporting activities, this stadium plays host to very important events of the state. The present administration in Benue State is not satisfied with the current state of the stadium and has moved to renovate it to serve the people better. Governor Hyacinth earlier declares this move and others, such as total renovation of the Boko Traditional Council Hall, a revival of general hospitals in the 23 local government areas of the state. The governor, in an address to the people of Boko Taka Federal Constituency, expresses the desire to improve on living conditions of the people. He again solicits support of the traditional institution and the people to help him serve them better. Governor Alia, who wants the people to take advantage of his administration's provision of farm incentives through farm cooperatives to improve on livelihoods, announces a word of contract for the construction of Ateku, Ikbengi to Akbai Road, in addition to the already awarded Gadi Junction underpass, Ikesi Street and former Clinic Link Road under construction.
Thank you so much for being out here to welcome me. I'm so
Some stakeholders in the area, including the Speaker, Benue State House of Assembly, Aonduda Dajo, caretaker chairman for Boko, Velumun Ava, and Taka Roy Ashiga, a former deputy chairman of Boko, Victor Ubene, Commissioner for Trade and Investment, Alumo Opin, and Tefa Usuhu, of the opinion that Father Alia deserves the support of all, considering his achievements as governor in the last 1 year.
We are congratulating him and have said that the people of Taka are supporting him fully for him to implement his good objectives for the people of Benue State.
Nobody is going to distract his attention. We all believe that he has repositioned the party in Benue State. He has also repositioned the bureaucracy in Benue State.
Governor Alia is before the Traditional Council of Boko and Taka to pay homage to the fathers, led by the first-class chief of Jemba, His Royal Highness Afati Ojoko, where he receives royal blessings and assurances of support by the fathers to succeed as governor of Benue State. Emmanuel Akula, Benotel Vision News, Makudi.
Thank you, Emmanuel Akula. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll bring you more stories. To stay.
Benue Fashion Show Season 3 is here.
It's that time of the year for fashion designers, entrepreneurs, and fashion enthusiasts to shine.
This year, sale of forms for the competition begins from 15th April to 30th June 2024.
Pick a form at Benue Television, located at Special Duties Wing, Government House, Makudi. Form costs 5,000 Naira only.
Stage 1 screening begins on the 6th of July 2024. Great prizes await you.
The first prize, 1 million Naira. Second prize, 500,000 Naira. And third prize, 300,000 Naira. All prizes are inclusive of cash and fashion tools. Also, consolation prizes and gift items.
For sponsorship, partnership and inquiries, please call Benway TV Marketing on 0906 188 9838 or 0703 794 5569. Benway Fashion Show, embracing fusion fashion.
Alright, no problem. Okay, bye.
Today, bad man. Let me call phone call now. Help my ministry.
You know, since I be your main guy, have fun now or spot me data now.
Babatunde, my G from under the mother. You know, since I first asked since last week. Huh?
What are you guys going to give me first?
Can I have all of my beverages?
Guy, how far come now? Make I spoil you with cinema tickets.
You can have my lucky underwear.
Guys, just get on Glow Campus Booster.
Enjoy 100% data bonus on campus with Glow Campus Booster. Dial *312# and flex on campus non-stop.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data.
Glow Unlimited.
Welcome. Heavy rains in the late hours of Thursday night have led to flooding of most parts of Makudi, the Benue State capital. Correspondent Oleku Ondoma went round the city Friday morning to observe the effects of the rains. Her report.
This is the result after the heavy downpour. As residents of Makudi, the Benue State capital, count their losses. The flood has destroyed houses, livestock, and much property. Some residents of Agbe village in Makudi, Timothy Ajim and Rosemary Yoheme, lamented the minutes of the flood, recounting how long their community have been suffering the effects of the flood.
To say the least, it is devastating, and we've been experiencing this for over 10 to 15 years. The place have been overwhelmed, hot water entering inside the well. There is no good source of public water supply here.
We thought it would not be as heavy as it was. And when I was laying on my bed, the little girl was just stood up and was squeezing with her clothes. I now asked what happened. She now told me that she urinates. When I stood up, I said, you urinate or it's water that entered the house. Before I could open the door, the water pushed me down. I rushed out to check my beds, about 300 beds. Last year, they are just in the incubation period.
Another resident, Teso Onduna, calls on the state government to intensify the construction of drains in the community.
We need a good cover, that these gutters are very small, you can see it. The gutters are very, very small. We need a big gutter. We need government to come and help us. Every day we don't sleep. Anytime rain is coming, our eyes are just open.
The state government has tried to expedite action on the construction of drainages. It is hoped that the challenge of flooding will be overcome soon. Oleku Ondoma, Benue Television News, Makudi.
Thank you, Oleku. That's quite a sad one there. We'll bring you stories from other parts of Nigeria now. Abia State Governor Alex Oti has assured that his administration will provide the Petroleum Technology Association of Nigeria, PETN, the needed support for the proposed establishment of an oil refinery in the state. Oti gave the assurance when he received a delegation from PETN led by its chairman Wale Ogunsoya, who was in the state for the possibility of establishing an oil refinery in the state. He gave the assurance that the Abia State government team would work with them to see how they can partner to realize the project. The governor further assured the delegation that Abia State has a lot of assets that are yet to be identified beyond Ukwa West, disclosing that there are other areas yet to be explored. Governor Oti said beyond oil and gas, the state boasts of other resources, expressing happiness that PETN is waxing stronger. Earlier, leader of the delegation and chairman of PETN, Wale Ogunsoya, said Their visit was to see how best to support the state realize its full potential in the oil sector. The Lagos State Police Command has detained 2 police officers who went on an illegal duty in which the life of a civilian was lost. The command spokesperson SP Benjamin Hundeyin made this known in a statement on Saturday. Hundeyin said the 2 officers whose names and ranks were not given were members of the state task force. He said that the officers went on the illegal operation on Wednesday in the company of some civilians. According to Hundeyin, the illegal team came under attack from motorcycle riders, resulting in the death of one of the civilians. He disclosed that while disciplinary actions have commenced on the already detained police officers, search is on for their civilian accomplices. Hundeyin added that investigations have commenced to identify, arrest, and prosecute the perpetrators of the act. Still on security matters, where the Federal Capital Territory FCT Police Command on Saturday said that its operatives attached to Otako Divisional Headquarters, acting on credible intelligence, trailed and arrested 6 armed robbery suspects who specialize in attacking unsuspecting members of the public who board both their vehicle or tricycle, robbing them of their valuables and pushing them off the moving vehicle or tricycle. A statement by the police public relations officer of the command, SP Josephine Adi, listed the robbers as Abubakar Adams, Ismail Salisu, Yusuf Bello, Nasiru Saidu, Sani Usman, and Ibrahim Kasa. She said the suspects were apprehended on the heels of complaints received from multiple victims of these atrocious acts. She stated that some of their victims reported losing mobile phones, money gadgets, and other belongings to the suspected criminals who have since confessed to have committed the crime. Adi said light weapons such as cutlasses, knives, and a phone believed to have been stolen from a victim were recovered from them. She added that while investigation is still ongoing, the FCT Commissioner of Police, CP Bennett Igwe, reaffirms the command's commitment to ensuring the safety and security of all. We'll take a break. We'll come back with international news. Good to have you back. You're still watching Benue Television News at 7. And now 4 stories on the international scene. South Korean Navy says a nuclear-powered United States aircraft carrier has arrived the country's Busan naval base for 3-nation exercises aimed at stepping up military training, days after North Korea and Russia signed a mutual defense pact. In a statement, the South Korean Navy said the arrival of the aircraft carrier Theodore Roosevelt demonstrates the strong combined defense posture of the South Korea-US alliance and their firm resolve to respond to the escalating threats from North Korea. The carrier is expected to participate in joint exercises with South Korea and Japan this month. Pyongyang has always decried similar combined drills as rehearsals for an invasion. The leaders of the 3 nations had agreed at a summit in August 2023 to hold annual military training drills. Earlier this month, their defense chiefs announced new exercises aimed at sharpening their combined response in various areas, including air, sea, and cyberspace. The arrival of the U.S. Theodore Roosevelt Strike Group comes a day after South Korea summoned the Russian ambassador to protest against deal reached between Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. The pact pledges mutual defense assistance in the event of war. South Korea says the agreement between the two nations poses a threat to its security, warning that it could consider sending arms to Ukraine to help fight off the Russian invasion as a response. Ukraine's Energy Ministry says the country's energy facilities came under attack, a massive attack from Russia in the latest onslaught targeting the country's power grid. In a statement, the ministry said this is the 8th time Russia launched attacks on energy infrastructure facilities in the past 3 months. Air defense systems shot down 12 of 16 missiles and all 13 drones launched by Russia at several regions. Officials in Kharkiv, northeastern Ukraine, said 3 people were killed and at least 18 injured by Russian-guided bombs, with at least 4 explosions heard in the city. The overnight attacks on infrastructure wounded 2 energy workers in the central Zaporizhia region and damaged equipment in the western city of Lviv. The southwestern region of Ivano-Frankivsk authorities reported damage to houses and a kindergarten. Russia has renewed its campaign of strikes on Ukrainian energy targets over spring and early summer, causing frequent blackouts across the country. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky recently said Moscow had destroyed half of its country's electricity generating capacity since it began heating its energy facilities in late March. Zelensky has repeatedly called on Ukraine's allies to send more air defense systems. He has specifically requested 7 sophisticated Patriot air defense systems from the United States of America. The International Committee of the Red Cross ICRC says its offices in Gaza have been damaged by shelling, which killed 22 people who had sought shelter around its compound. In a statement, the ICRC said that heavy caliber projectiles landed within meters of its office, noting that all parties had an obligation to take precautions to avoid harm to civilians and humanitarian facilities. An Israel Defense Forces spokesman told newsmen that initial inquiries suggested there was no indication that it had carried out a strike in the area, but added that the incident was under review. The Hamas-run health ministry in Gaza gave different figures, saying 25 people had been killed and 50 injured in the shelling, which it blamed on Israel. The Israeli military launched a campaign to destroy the Palestinian armed group in response to an unprecedented attack on southern Israel on October 7, 2023, during which about 1,200 people, mostly civilians, were killed and 251 others were taken hostage. According to the territory's Hamas-run health ministry, more than 37,551 people have been killed in Gaza since then. Its figures do not differentiate between civilians and combatants, but it had reportedly identified 14,680 children, women, and elderly people among the dead by the end of April. That's about the size of our package. We'll take the top stories just before we go. Benue State government to revive Center for Training Farmers in the state. We also told you that Governor Alex Otti has pledged to support proposed establishment of oil refinery in Abia State. And on the international scene, United States nuclear-powered aircraft carrier has arrived South Korea for 3 nation exercises. Many thanks for your attention. On behalf of the production team, my name is Jude Alaki. Have a peaceful evening.
Bro, I tell you, this match 3-0.
Okay.
If I win you, something will come out.
Don't play with me. Fast ball. Ah, you know what? You go something.
Bro.
Now we got this man.
Keep the banter going. Glow. Borrow me credit and data. Dial *303# to borrow airtime or data and pay later.
Is it ready?
Go on, no Only one king at 3.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra high speed data.
Glow Unlimited.